In this video, we will show you the top muscle cars that have ever been made. Watch the video till the end to find out which American sports car is the most expensive and why. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates. So let's not waste any more time and look at the best American muscle cars. 8. The Dodge Charger Daytona from 1969. On a 1969 Dodge Charger, the Daytona had a big wing in the back and a pointed nose, which made fans shake with excitement. When Daytona came out, fans were even more excited to see how well it ran and how it looked. It had retractable headlight air vents at the top of the fender, a slippery windshield trim around the pillar, and a smoothed-out back window treatment. The high-mounted horizontal stabilizer, which is often called a wing in racing, was the most noticeable change. Trimmed for racing, these innovations put the icing on the cake and made the Charger Daytona stand out from all other muscle cars. Today, the Charger Daytona is easily worth more than $150,000. 7. Eleanor is a 1967 Ford Mustang. This 1967 Ford Mustang, which was made famous by Nicolas Cage's movie Gone in 60 Seconds, is one of the coolest muscle cars ever made. Its metal body was hand-shaped, and the Ford Mustang builder made sure to pay attention to every detail. Instead of having the pepper gray paint of everyone's favorite Hollywood Ford, this 1969 Mustang cost $600,000 and took 5 years to build. This pony had a rich black two-stage paint job under sublime charcoal stripes, and it rolled like a thoroughbred that would be at home on a summer cruise. It had a clean, one-color look. A low-speed shifter sits on top of a leather-wrapped panel. Fresh rugs and floor mats with a Cobra design make this one of the most powerful muscle cars ever made. 6. The Shelby 427 Cobra. This was the first 427 Cobra ever made, and it won a big award at the Amelia Island Concours. Bruce Canapa owns the chassis CSX 2001, which used to be a small block Cobra, but was later given a 427 engine to give it more speed. The Shelby 427, which came out in 1965, was the last and most powerful car that Cobra ever made. This race car has won a lot of championships, even though other cars have come and gone over the years. The 427 Cobra has stood the test of time and is still a popular choice. Many powerful cars have been changed over the years, but this one couldn't be changed. This monster power car was the world's fastest street car in 1968. There is nothing faster than it. The car was very raw, with side pipes that screamed in your ears and no side windows or doors to protect you in any way. If you wanted to buy a Cobra, it could cost you up to $5 million. 5. The 1976 Pontiac Trans Am. There's no question that the 1976 Pontiac Trans Am was one of the most popular cars back in the 1970s. It was made famous by the movie Smokey and the Bandit, which also starred Burt Reynolds. From 1967 to 2002, Pontiac made a powerful car called the Trans Am. It was one of the best cars that Pontiac ever made. The Pontiac Trans Am was a masterpiece at the time because of how it looked and how well it ran on the racetrack. There's no doubt that the Pontiac Firebird belongs in the Hall of Fame of classic cars, but the Trans Am model really stands out. 4. Judge 1969 Pontiac GTO. This was the fastest decision a Judge ever made in the 1960s. It was also the only Judge with a 400 horsepower, 8 Ram Air 4 engine, and a 4-speed manual gearbox. This 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge is a real factory-built car that has been fully rebuilt and finished in a toll blue with parchment vinyl interior and Judge decals. The 1969 GTO had Judge decals and a race car-inspired interior with bucket seats, a custom console, a factory tack and gauge package, power steering, power disc brakes, and factory air conditioning. These features made the GTO one of the best Pontiac muscle cars ever made. If you want to buy a GTO, be prepared to spend a lot of money, about $100,000 for a well-restored model. 3. The 1979 Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird. When we think of the 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird, its huge rear wing is the first thing that comes to mind. However, the rear wing shouldn't be the only thing we remember about it. There was a lot more to this Plymouth than meets the eye. In the 1970s, most muscle cars were built for drag racing, and few were built for circuit racing. The Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird was made available to the public, even though it was designed to be a stock car racer. Its aerodynamic features were developed in a wind tunnel. If you want to add a Roadrunner Superbird to your garage, plan on spending a ridiculous amount of money, about $375,000. 2. 1987 Buick GNX. Even though the Buick Grand National was never meant to be a high-performance car, it quickly gained a loyal following of enthusiasts because of its aggressive look and low production numbers. Only a few cars in history have reached this level of fame and status so quickly. By 1986, the Grand National had become a performance icon, and Buick's engineers knew they could improve it with a Garrett turbocharger, a better intercooler, larger injectors, and a low-restriction exhaust system. All of these changes made it a rocket that could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.6 seconds and finish the quarter mile in about 13 seconds. 1. 2015 Dodge Challenger Hellcat Red Eye. The 2015 Dodge Challenger Hellcat is one of the best modern muscle cars ever made because it has so many features that are unique and well-known for their advanced technology or their novelty. Many of these features were also well received by the public, which brought in more buyers and helped get the word out about the Challenger Hellcat. No effort was made to hide the fact that it was a muscle car from how it looked, sounded, felt, and drove. This car also has a valet mode, which is used when the owner gives the car to someone else. This mode caps the RPM at 4,000 and only lets you start in second gear. The 2015 model also opens without a key. That's it for today. Tell us in the comments section below which one you'd like to add to your collection. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to share and press the bell icon for more regular updates.